Okay children, taking some more examples from the exercise on equivalence relations. Question number 11 and 12 we will discuss here. According to question number 11, A is a set of points in a plane. So you can consider this as a plane. So whatever number of infinite number of points you can have on this plane, that is denoting set A, set of those points. And R is a relation defined in the set A. So we will be relating the points of this plane with the other points of the same plane or with themselves. So the relation is defined as containing ordered pairs having points say P and Q such that OP is equal to OQ. So O is a reference point which will be the origin. So we are going to pair those points in the relation whose distance from the origin is equal. That means OP, whatever distance P is having from origin, same is the distance of Q from the origin. So we'll check whether it is an equivalence relation or not. Discussing reflexive part, we will see if every point is satisfying the given relation with itself or not. So we are taking a point P. This is a general point which will be denoting every point on this plane. So P is a general point on this plane. Then we can always say OP is equal to OP. So if we are talking about a particular point, then its distance from origin is same as its distance from the origin. So we can say P comma P will belong to the relation R because OP is equal to OP. This is the condition which is fulfilled here. So every point is satisfying the given relation with itself. Therefore, that makes R a reflexive relation. Moving on to symmetric part, if we assume 2 points P and Q belonging to the given set which is A such that this pair belongs to R. This pair belonging to R means the distance of P from the origin and the distance of Q from the origin is same or equal, we can say, which can be even written as OQ is equal to OP. That means the pair Q comma P will also belong to R. So if we have the condition that the pair P comma Q belongs to the set R, then obviously Q comma P will also belong to the set R. Therefore, R is symmetric. Checking for transitivity, suppose we have 3 points P, Q and S belonging to this set such that PQ belongs to the relation R and QS also belongs to the relation R. As I told you earlier, when you are writing these two pairs, you will ensure the second point of the first pair should be same as the first point of the second pair. So if we have taken a point PQ from the set R, then obviously the distance of P from origin and the distance of Q from origin will be equal. In the same way, if Q comma S is a pair which belongs to the relation R, then OQ will be equal to OS. Now if we go through these two equations simultaneously, we see OP is equal to OQ and OQ is equal to OS. That means OP is equal to OS. So the distance of point P from origin and the distance of point S from origin is equal. That means the pair PS also belongs to this relation. Hence, R comes out to be a transitive relation. Because it is reflexive, symmetric as well as transitive, it will be an equivalence relation. Now the question was having second part which said, show that all the points which will be related to the point P, they will denote a circle. So you can see I have mentioned, you can easily see these are only 2 points satisfying the condition OP is equal to OQ. If we take infinite such points on this plane whose distance from origin is same, that means set of points related to P will be those points in the plane for which their distance from O, that is origin, will be equal to OP. So any point which you have taken on this plane which is related to P, all will have their distance from origin which will be same as OP. So collectively, what is this set of point is denoting? This set of point is a special locus which can be termed as circle. Now moving on to 12th one. Again, set A is denoting the set of all the triangles in a given plane and R is a subset of A cross A. So we are setting a relation between the triangles on this plane. And what is the relation defined? Relation R will contain those pairs in which the given triangles will be similar to each other. So when we will write the set R, we will mention only those ordered pairs where both the triangles written in the pair will be similar to each other. So checking for reflexivity, we will see whether each triangle is satisfying this relation with itself or not. If T1 is any one triangle in the set A, then we can easily see that the pair like T1 comma T1 will belong to the set R because T1 is similar to T1. Every triangle is similar to itself. So the given relation, every triangle is satisfying with itself. That is why R becomes reflexive. Then checking for whether it is symmetric or not, we can take any two triangles from the given set A such that the pair T1 comma T2 belongs to the set R. That means this pair is in the given relation, which implies the triangle T1 is similar to triangle T2, which further implies T2 is similar to T1. That means we can also include the pair T2 comma T1 in the set R. So if T1 comma T2 is an ordered pair from the set R, then obviously this set will also contain a pair like T2 comma T1. So the relation is symmetric. Then checking for transitivity, we have taken three triangles in the plane T1, T2 and T3. They all are belonging to the set A such that the pair of triangles T1, T2 belongs to R and the pair T2, T3 also belongs to R. That means T1 satisfies the given relation with T2 and T2 satisfies the same relation with T3. And what is that? The first triangle is similar to second. This is what we get from the first pair, and from the second pair we come to know T2 is similar to T3. Now just go through this and set a relation between T1 and T3. If T1 is similar to T2 and T2 is also similar to T3, this implies T1 will be similar to T3. So which further tells us the relation R, the set which is capital R, will also contain pairs like T1 comma T3. Therefore R is transitive and hence R is an equivalence relation. Now there is a second part to it. Three right triangles are defined. Three right triangles with sides are given to us. T1 has sides 3, 4, 5. T2 is another right triangle with the sides 5, 12, 13. And T3 is the third right triangle with the sides 6, 8 and 10. You can see all the three triangles, the way sides are being given, you can easily make out they are Pythagorean triplets. So all three are right angle triangles. You have to tell out of these three triangles which two are related to each other. If we have to set a relation between any two of these, we will have to see that their corresponding sides should be proportional. That means the two triangles should be similar. So you quickly check the ratio between corresponding sides. Okay. If I rewrite, wait a minute, this one is not 2, this is 5. Okay. Now you check for the ratios. Let us compare T1 and T2. If I take the ratio of these two sides, it will be 3 over 5. This will be 4 by 12, which is 1 by 3. So both are not equal. So this we cannot continue with. Let us compare T1 with T3. So 3 over 6 comes out to be 1 by 2, 4 by 8 comes out to be 1 by 2, 5 by 10 comes out to be 1 by 2. So we can say T1 is similar to T3 as the ratio of the corresponding sides is same, you can see. Okay, so therefore over here T1 is related to T3.